WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Fast-moving clouds across our region today. We've had a little bit of a breeze. Our time lapse from Columbus, some passing showers too. Now, humidity is high, but at least we have a little bit of a breeze out there to mitigate that humidity factor a little bit. But we are squeezing out that moisture in the atmosphere. Houston to Pontotoc to Tupelo, Saltillo right now. Some pretty good tropical showers moving on through. This can add up in a short amount of time, but no lightning in this, just some shower activity. Some of this actually coming on in from the south, the remnants of Marco down there in Louisiana just fizzling, but all this moisture came on in and we're dealing with it now. Tonight we're down into the mid-70s, 74, 75 degrees. Basically holding steady. A lot of the showers we have now will fade away by mid to late evening. A pretty quiet start on Wednesday, maybe a little bit of rain, but we'll likely see a few more scattered showers and storms around the region. Here's Futurecast. We've got the rain out there right now, scattered in nature, and a lot of that will tend to dwindle as we get into the late evening hours. Fairly cloudy as we start out our Wednesday, and yes, there could be a shower or thunder shower somewhere in the region early, but I think as we get into the daytime heating, we may start to bubble up some of those, especially if we happen to see some breaks develop in the cloud deck. Overall, your Wednesday, fairly quiet day for us, warm and steamy, low 90s with the heat index around 100. Late tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, we'll be watching Laura that will be approaching southwestern Louisiana or eastern Texas. I think somewhere between Houston and Lake Charles, that's where that storm's going to be coming on in. On the eastern side of it, probably Louisiana and the Arkansas, maybe western Mississippi will have some of these effects, especially in addition to some very heavy rain in Texas. But we'll be watching out for some activity that will be spinning out on the eastern side of it. So that was a look at Futurecast. This is where it is right now. Hurricane Laura gathering strength, sustained wind now at 80 miles per hour, and it's beginning to wrap around the center, those bright colors, and that just means it is going to likely continue strengthening. We'll have another update before 7 and by 10 o'clock too. Likely coming ashore as a Cat 3 hurricane, the remnant low coming in through Arkansas and Louisiana, and then pivoting, moving on through the northern part of the mid-south. Look at some of these wind speeds. The wind gusts may be 50 to 80 to 100 miles per hour or so somewhere as that thing comes ashore. But winds shouldn't be too much of a factor here with this event, but just off to our west, it's going to be very windy in Arkansas and Louisiana. And we can't rule out an isolated tornado threat Thursday or Friday, depending on the track of that. I'm just keeping that in the forecast, just the hedge. The heaviest rain, if it's going to fall around here, likely on Friday. We may squeeze out 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of rain between now and the weekend. But there will be some rain chances around. Let me show you that with your AccuWeather 70 forecast. This is your time if you've been wanting the rain. Some 90-degree temperatures possible the next couple of days, then 80s, lows very steamy in the 70s.